Let us consider some more concentrations in continuation from the previous video. So the next concentration is mole fraction. Mole fraction. This is the important concentration unit that we use in especially physical chemistry. Suppose you have N1 moles of a component 1 and N2 number of component 2. If N1 and N2 are the number of moles of component 1 and 2, then the mole fraction is defined as mole fraction is the ratio of number of moles of one component, number of moles of a component to the total number of moles of all components in the solution. All components in the solution. Suppose you have only two components, it is called as the binary solution. So when you take the mole fraction of any one particular component, it is the ratio of number of moles of that component to the total number of moles of all the components in the solution. So in a binary solution, suppose you want to calculate the mole fraction of this component 1. It is usually indicated with the symbol chi. Okay, it is CHI, chi. Number of moles of the component 1 to the total number of moles of the all components, that is N1 divided by N1 plus N2 or N2 plus N1. Similarly, for the mole fraction of the second component chi 2, it is written as N2 divided by N1 plus N2. Here we can also write this as N1 plus N2, no problem. So for a binary solution, the mole fraction of the component 1 and mole fraction of the component 2. So it is N1 by N1 plus N2. Chi 2 is equal to N2 divided by N1 plus 2. N1 plus N2. From these two, we can write this as chi 1 plus chi 2 is equal to N1 by N1 plus N2 plus N2 divided by N1 plus N2. That is, the sum of these two will be N1 plus N2 divided by N1 plus N2. That is nothing but equal to 1. So for a binary solution that is containing only two components, the sum of the mole fractions of the two components will be equal to 1. Suppose mole fraction of one component is calculated or determined, the other one can be easily calculated by 1 minus x2 or chi 2 will be equal to chi 1. Suppose you are given 0.5 mole of say component A and 0.2 mole of component B. Then the mole fraction of A will be equal to 0.5 divided by 0.5 plus 2, that is 0.5 plus 0.2, that is 0.7. Mole fraction of B will be equal to 0.2 divided by 0.7. Usually for aqueous solutions, one of the component will be water. So if you know the component of mole fraction of one, that of the other can be easily calculated. Suppose you simplify this one, this will be 5 by 7. It is 0.71 like that. For this, we can easily calculate 1 minus 0.71, that will be equal to 0.29. Let us take one example. Mole fraction of usually we use in the solution chapter and various colligative property chapter, etc. Suppose I am giving you 5% of, say for example, glucose. 5% of glucose solution. Calculate mole fraction of glucose and water. This 5% indicates that 5 grams of glucose is present in 900 grams of solution. 5%, 5 grams in total 100 grams. Therefore, weight of solvent is equal to 100 minus 5, that is equal to 95. Assume that this is the aqueous solution. Then this mass of solvent or water of weight of solvent is nothing but weight of water. Then to calculate the mole fraction of this glucose, first you calculate number of moles of glucose. Number of moles of glucose is equal to mass 5 grams divided by 180 molar mass. This is equal to 5 by 180. This will be, say for example, 5 you are dividing by 180. You cannot divide by 180, so keep a decimal point and take 0. Again you cannot divide. So take 0 and one more 0. So it will be 2 times 360. So it is 140. Again you take a 0. 18 7s are 126. So it is 7 126 divided by, so subtract, you will get 140. So this will be continued. So this number of moles will be equal to 0.0277. Number of moles of water is equal to, it is 95 divided by molar mass of water is 18. So it is 95, you divide by 18, 590, you will get 5, again take a 0, 50, it will be 2, so it will be 36, subtracted it will be 14 remaining, again you take a 0, 18 6 are 128, so it will be 0.26, so it is 5.26. So mole fraction of glucose, chi of glucose is equal to 0.0277 divided by 5.26 plus 0.0277. So it will be 0.0277 whole divided by, this will be 5.2877. If you simplify, this will be giving rise to the mole fraction of the glucose. Subtract this value from 1, you will be getting the mole fraction of water. That remaining part you have to simplify. Now let us go for the next concentration that is usually used when the concentration of the component is very, very small. That is mole parts per million. That will be parts per million. Parts per million is expressed parts per million. Usually it is expressed as ppm. Suppose you want to measure the concentration of an impurity in the water or pollution concentration of various components, usually we use this ppm. It is a number of parts of the component per million part of the solution. Suppose you want to calculate this ppm, parts by mass of component, parts by mass. You can also take volume in case of the gas or a liquid. Parts by mass of a component divided by all parts by mass of all components, or parts by mass of solution. Parts by mass of solution multiplied by 10 to the power 6. Because 1 million stands for 10 to the power 6. Suppose I take 100 ml of a polluted water. Suppose it contains certain impurity, say for example 0.05 ml. Then this parts per million can be expressed as 0.05 divided by 100 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. Okay, so this will give rise to 5 into 10 to the power 4 divided by 10 to the power 2, it is 500. So it is called as the 500 parts per million. Okay, so these are various types of concentrations that we use in the physical chemistry, especially physical chemistry, for calculations, and it can also be used to prepare various concentrated solutions, etc. So that is all about the concepts, basic concepts that we use in chemistry. So we shall continue with the next chapter in the next video. Thank you.